Hey guys, it's Brian, and today I tackled the million-dollar question, how to get a job without work experience. Cue intro. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video today, please like, share, and subscribe. Do you have a question you'd like me to answer in a future video? Go to my website, 101mentoring.com, and submit your questions there. Okay guys, let's get to it. Here's the situation. You're fresh out of school, maybe you're switching careers, and you see all these jobs that you want to apply for, but the ones that are hiring are only looking for people with work experience. And you're thinking, well Jesus, in order for me to get work experience, I need a job. But no one's going to give me a job because I don't have any work experience. And it really doesn't help when the system teaches you that in order for you to get a job, you have to submit your cover letter, your resume, and pretty much just sit back and wait for the employer to get back to you. And while the intention is good in the sense that you want to go after what you want, it's a pretty bleak situation for those of you that don't have the experience to talk about on your cover letter or resume. So essentially, you just end up applying to all these jobs with whatever you can put on your resume and cover letter and kind of just sit back and wait. Essentially, it's a pretty shitty numbers game. I get it. It's frustrating. Sometimes you feel defeated. And overall, the situation sucks. So to tackle this situation, we got to break things down a bit. There are really two key problems at play here. The first one is the limited number of opportunities for you to apply for. Eventually, the number of jobs that you can apply for run out. And the second problem is that you don't have the experience you need to get the job. And the strategy I offer you today solves both problems, but it does assume three key things. One, that you've applied to a number of places and you haven't fared too well so far. Two, this is your first real job, and by that I mean it's an entry-level job, but a serious first step to establishing your career for the future. Three, you have no experience at all, and by that I mean you've never worked anywhere in your life, or the experience that maybe you do have is completely unrelated to the industry that you want to get into. The next thing we need to do is look at what exactly do employers mean when they say they're looking for someone with experience. Well, typically experience means that you are dependable, and that means you don't call in sick all the time, you show up on time for your shift, and that you take instruction well. You're professional and pleasant. You're great to be around. People like you. You have a smile on your face. You're responsible with confidential information and or money. You've worked under pressure. You've met deadlines and you've delivered a service or a product. You got paid for the job. You can work with people that you don't particularly like or see eye to eye with. In other words, you're a team player. You can fit within a company's culture. And best of all, you have a great work reference. So if you don't have the work or volunteer history to capture these items as to what experience means, you need to go get some. This may mean finding a job that on the surface feels like it's a little bit beneath you. But guys, if you have nothing on your resume that shows you're dependable, professional, a team player, and actually shows that you've worked somewhere, this job that may be beneath you isn't beneath you at all, and in fact will only pull you up to where you need to be. So here's the strategy. Aim for a job that's easier to get, but will give you the experience that you need for the job that you ultimately really want. Let's use a hypothetical example, and let's say that you are trying to get into the pharmaceutical industry as a sales rep, and you just finished your science degree. You have zero sales experience, and you have no experience in the industry whatsoever. And because you've been in school all your life, you've pretty much been buried in books, focused on exams and papers. You consider yourself shy, maybe a little introverted, and probably a little bit low on the confidence scale. So with the strategy in mind, your goal is to get a job that's easier to get, but again, will give you the experience that you need for the job that you really want. So what kind of job could this look like? Perhaps you can get a job at a call center. Here you're going to learn how to make cold calls, learn how to speak with other people, maybe upsell them, and even handle rejection. Maybe you can work at a pharmacy, and here you'll be working on your customer service skills, as well as exposing yourself to the pharmaceutical industry and the wide range of products it offers. You'll know who the big players are, as well as who the competitors are. Or get a gig as a volunteer in a pharmaceutical industry organization. Here you can organize events, help with event planning. You'll also get to sit in presentations and perhaps meet key people within the industry. But do you see where I'm getting at? Each job gives you the experience you need to grow and become the perfect candidate for the job that you really want. It's about getting from A to B, but going from A to A1 and then to B. And I should make it very clear, it's not about settling. It's about opening your eyes beyond your search criteria to see all the available opportunities around you. Because you've widened your search criteria, you now have a lot more opportunities and jobs to apply for, and that means getting you one step closer to getting the experience that you need to get the job you really want. Now, I'm sure some of you are asking, but Brian, what if I can't get that job in the call center? I can't get that job in the industry organization? Or what if I can't get a job in the pharmacy because I don't have the work experience to get there? Your goal then is to aim for the next best opportunity. And that means looking for jobs above, below, and around you. So for example, if that call center job asks that you have sales experience, get a job at the Gap. If the pharmacy requires that you have store experience, then aim for a gig at the GNC, for example, where you can be a product information specialist and work with customers one-on-one. And the idea here is to build a transferable skill set that you can bring from the GNC or from the Gap and bring it to the call center job or to the pharmacy job. So here's the take-home message, guys. If you don't have the experience you need to get the job that you want, aim for a job that's easier to get with the experience you really want. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. If you don't have the experience you need to get the job that you want, get a job that's easier to get, but with the experience that you want. Just a little side note, I know that the strategy is a little bit simplified, maybe a little bit generalized, and I realize that for some of you, the situation is a lot more different and you need more personalized guidance. Go to my website, 101mentoring.com, sign up for one of my paid services, and we can set up a specific game plan for you and tackle the situation head on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information useful for you today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.